Hey, good morning, everybody. You know what time it is. I can't wait for this beautiful cup of coffee to enter my body right now. It is time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. Oh, my God. I'm going to keep this right here this morning because we've got a lot to talk about. It's good to be back with y'all. What a show it was last night with Danny Cadota. He put on really a great show, and he brought over a really great kid. And I love this kid, Jordan Horita. And Jordan was so knowledgeable, so personable, just a really polite young man. Great kid. Came over from Iowa, and man, does he know his stuff. I'm going to have him on more often because sometimes I get all confused with the numbers of this and the numbers of that. And Jordan is just a real expert and a nice young man. I highly recommend you go back and watch that show with Danny and with Jordan. You are going to love it. We had a lot of fun, reminisced about a lot of great stuff. And if you're wondering, hey, wait a minute, I thought Pete Demers, the longtime trainer of the Los Angeles Kings, was going to be on. Unfortunately, Pete came down with a cold and wasn't able to make it. So, Pete, I hope you're getting better. All my best to you, my dear friend. And we'll see you next week or whenever you are feeling up to it, and we'll get back to that. So, great stuff indeed. All right, let's get into it. We'll go south of the border. Let's go long range looking right now, where the Red Rooster 3's been catching some big yellowfin tuna along with the rest of the fleet. They've all been down there hammering on it. Yesterday, the wind came up, made it very, very nasty. They caught a few fish, but it was way more difficult for those boys. Cabo San Lucas, good stripe marlin fishing, a sprinkling of Dorado. That comes from our friend Sean Morgan, who ran boats out of here for decades. And Sean said that weather's good, you know, like mid-70s still in the air temp, same in the water temp. A lot of stripers around, sprinkling of Dorado. Sean runs the Wild and Sack down there out of San Jose del Cabo. We get that info from him. Moving up the Baja Peninsula, down there around San Martin Island, there is some awfully good yo-yo iron yellowtail fishing, or you can drop or loop with a mackerel. That's been exceptional fishing down there. And of course, lots of rockfish. Yesterday, we talked about the great fishing out of Blackfin Sport Fishing in Punta Banda, which is located about a half hour from downtown Ensenada. You'll love the drive out there, and you'll love to fish with the guys from Blackfin. Lots of fun, lots of big, beautiful bottom grabbers that are so colorful and so good to eat. They hammered on them. Blackfin Sport Fishing. You can find them just about anywhere, Facebook or Instagram. Take a look there. Victor, I'll see you Tuesday. I'll be down there in Ensenada. Looking forward to that. Hey, Victor, we need to do a podcast while I'm there. Make some time for me if you could do that. All right, moving you up to the San Diego-based landings. Those guys still fishing rockfish. There's a sprinkling of bass, as evidenced by the cover of this morning briefing. And Kim holding up that beautiful bass. Her and her husband, Dan, were out around La Jolla, and they said they picked away at the bass pretty good. And, man, I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but that is absolutely gorgeous this morning. Yesterday, it was so windy that the berm was caving in on me. It looked like a landslide was about to take place at any moment. This morning, it's gorgeous, and that looks absolutely beautiful. Look how flat, calm it is. If you're going on a whale watching adventure, shouldn't be any trouble to find a fish. It's beautiful. Back to the bass bite, kind of up and down. It has not been, it was a little bit better a few weeks ago. And then we got that real rain and that storm. I don't know if that's what put the kibosh on it, but it's been slow since that time. But you can see Kim with a nice bass, San Diego-based landings, filling in nicely with sculpin and whitefish, and catching some bass. Same thing, Dana Point area, Dana Wharf Sport Fishing, and then up here in the San Pedro area, same thing. Right before Danny went on air last night, I was sitting there and Brian Burrell walked by, and he just got in from a trip on the Monte Carlo, and I said, Brian, how was it? And he looked in my eye and said, not all that great. So slow one yesterday for a lot of the local boats, but they were dealing with all that wind. Brian did say it was too windy, man. It was just not going to happen. Today's a whole different day, and this weekend should be good. Remember, you're fishing structure, which means you're anchoring on a sunken ship, on rocks, some kind of structure that holds those wintertime bass. 40-pound Opsin fluorocarbon is the way to go. Opsin is our preferred fluoro. And again, all you got to do is go to the website, opsinusa.com. Put in FA, Friedman Adventures, at checkout, and you will get a free gift and a love note from owner Greg Brown. Fish that, a 2-ounce sliding egg sinker. You can dropper loop with a 2-ounce torpedo, or you can also fish a lead head. And sometimes you're going to change that up. If you find that you're not hitting the bottom or things are not working out right, turn to a crew member. They will help you every single time. Great crews here in SoCal. So kind of picking at the rockfish right now. So we'll keep our eyes on that for you very, very closely. All right, my friends, surf fishing, perfect day to do that. Throwing a little chrome jig out there, little Castmaster. I like that 3/4 ounce crocodile. That works so very well. It's always a great way to get it done. This Saturday, I hope to see you at the CCA Angling Games, where you can test your abilities in fishing. They're going to have all kinds of great games there, all kinds of great raffles, and it's all for a great cause to help keep us fishing here in Southern California. Saturday, there's all the info for you. Hope to see you there. I will be, and I'm very honored to say that I will be the MC this weekend. Looking forward to that. All right, my friends. So long range bite, sputtered a little bit yesterday. We'll watch that for you. Mexico's still biting on the rockfish. Great time to be down there doing that. San Diego-based boats. Did I jump over that? Yeah. They're making a turn and going down 120 miles to Punta Colonet. Great rock fishing, yo-yo iron, yellowtail at times. Sometimes really good, sometimes really, really slow. And then their half-day boat, the Premier out of H&M, and other guys are going across the border and fishing for rockfish because it's open in Mexico Lindo. That's Monday through Friday on the Premier. Weekends, they're double half day. All right, I'm a little screwed up this morning, aren't I? But one thing is for sure, this coffee is still a little warm. I'm going to take a hit of that, and I'm going to thank you all so very much for pounding on that like button, for subscribing, for sharing these videos. It all means so very much to us at Friedman Adventures. Have a great day. Go back, watch the Danny Cadota show. You're going to love Jordan. What a great kid. And you're going to love Danny too, as always. He is the absolute best. Take care, my friends. Have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you, if not this Saturday at the CCA Angling Games, I hope to see you really, really soon.
Keeping your jig straight up and down.
Yeah.
With these rods, they help you pull on fish a little bit better. It's kind of a lot of fish this year doing this on the pump. Got the acid wrap rods.
Yep.
Helps the line get a little bit better. I also got my line marked every 100 feet on my reel, so I know how deep to put the jig and where to work the water column.
Black struggles to get this big yellow to the surface, and then Mark Sonata has his hands full. Big Cortez Bank yellow.
Yeah, buddy!
Gray whales are passing by the Southern California coast from the Bering Sea in Alaska to the warm water lagoons of Baja, California. Did you know that some of these whales make a 14,000-mile round trip, the longest migration of any mammal on the face of the earth?
Nice fish. That's a nice one.
Good job, Nick. Dumbo on deck.
Woo!
No. You guys.